So how many disasters do you know about?
Um, about 2 or 3 disasters. Like,
Very good afternoon and welcome back, Darsh. I'm Sindhu Padmavati, your speaking partner for today. How are you?
I am very good, and how are you, miss?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking, Darsh. Previously, I spoke to your sister, Nishika.
Oh,
Yeah, I spoke to her. So now, first time I'm speaking to you.
okay. So, yes, speak to my sister.
Darsh, you're in which
Yes,
grade?
I am currently in seventh and in Ryan International School near Nasik.
That's great. So, has your vacation started, the summer vacation?
Yes, it is going on.
So, how are you enjoying your holidays?
I am enjoying my holidays a lot, but my holidays my holidays are going to be mm, sorry, my holidays are going to end. So yes, I'm very sad for that.
Okay, when is it going to end?
Uh, I think on 7 June or 1st June.
Okay, very few days left. Okay. So, how did you spend it so far? Did you get a chance to go out to any place?
No,
No.
I
Okay.
just enjoyed the days and like studied, completed my rest of the homework which my teacher gave for the holiday homework, complete my classwork, go to tuition. All of that just made me busy, and now I am like easily going through my days and enjoying a lot.
Okay, so you got holiday homework as well. Okay.
Yes.
And are you so back to school, like you must have some excitement, right, when you're back to school because you get something like new bags or new books. So that's an excitement, isn't it?
But yes, shifting from a new standard is a very like exciting thing. But
Hmm.
coming from a holiday is also exciting, but not too much because you have to start doing your classwork and get your notebook checked. So
Hmm. Correct, correct. That becomes very monotonous. Then it's the same routine throughout for next few months, right? So yeah,
yes.
that part is little sad. Yeah. So Darsh, how are you beating the summer?
Um, like we have a cooler over here, and yes, it is keeping me cool. It is keeping the house cool, so we don't feel like uh
You don't feel
like
the heat. You don't feel the heat
we
in you.
don't feel the heat from the outside. But I do go outside in the evening time, like 6 o'clock or 5:30, because at 5 o'clock there will be not a single child playing in the playground because it is so hot at that time. And
Hmm.
yes, climate conditions are also does also matter on this fact.
Hmm. Right, right. It's very difficult. In winters, yeah, we would love to play out in the sun, but it's the opposite in summers. And what would you like to have normally during your summer? I mean, do you like to have mangoes or ice creams or cold drinks? What excites you?
Mangoes, because from in today's in like in this season the mangoes are very sweet and they are very delicious. I like to eat them. It was my first time when I was enjoying eating a mango. So
Okay.
yes, I felt very great.
And what about ice creams and cool drinks? Among these, which is your favorite?
Hmm.
You're
Ice cream
thinking.
and cold drinks.
Hmm.
I don't drink cold drinks much because they are like too they are mixed with preservative a lot, and like I personally don't prefer cold
Hmm.
drinks. I just drink the sugar cane juice or like the direct raw juice from a fruit or a vegetable.
Oh.
But
Hmm.
sometimes when I like there is a party, I drink juice. But in summer, I don't drink juice lot. But I do take ice cream. I like ice cream. And it is only like the ice cream we get is like once weekly or like 2 times a week or 1 time a week. So
Mm-hmm.
it is like that, and
Yeah, and
not
this is the only,
much.
not
I
much,
like
but
spicy things, to be honest.
is it? Okay. But I'm crazy about ice creams. I just wait for summer to have ice creams because I can't have them during winter.
The stocks are out.
Stocks are out. Okay. Hmm.
Because
But your thoughts are really good because even as a child, you think you judge very well whether you have to take the soft drinks or the fruit juice and you take the natural juices. So that's really brilliant. So that's good. Continue with that. Yeah. Go for the natural one. No need to go for the preservatives. Excellent. That's really good. So, Darsh, today did you go through the session notes? Did you get the time to go?
yes, yes,
Hmm. So, it's about natural disasters, right?
yes.
So, how many disasters do you know about?
Um, about 2 or 3 disasters like cyclone
Hmm.
and tsunami
Hmm.
and tornado,
Hmm.
earthquake.
Hmm.
Only these four I know about.
Have you heard about landslide?
No, actually.
Landslide means actually the landslides, especially on the hills, on mountainous places. Due to some reason, it actually slides down. And if there are people underneath, then the land will fall on them, and then they would just get under it and they would die. So that's also a natural disaster. And have you heard about cloudburst?
Yes, that my
What's
father say that
hmm.
Badal Patna, right? Cloud bursting there when there is a
Correct,
heavy
correct,
rain.
correct. Yeah, in Hindi, yeah, it's Badal Fatna. Correct. Yes, that's right. Okay, you know about that. Yeah. So there's suddenly a lot of rain and people just get drowned in the water and then they lose their life. Yeah. And
Oh,
what else? Hmm, I think, okay, floods.
floods. Yeah. Floods are like a big wave of water coming towards a city or a land and
Hmm.
covering it with water and heavy rain, all of that.
Yeah, that's usually because the rivers are full. The rivers and seas are full during the rain or because of cloudburst. And when there's excess water, it just comes out, it goes onto the road, and that's what happens. Okay. And apart from the flood, there's one more avalanche. Have you heard about avalanche?
Mm.
It's same like landslide, but it's a huge chunk of ice, the snow which forms the ice, and it just rolls down from the top to the bottom. And again, it kills many people. If people come underneath, they suffer loss of
Oh,
life. Okay, so it
yes,
happens
yes.
in those places where there's plenty of snow.
I have seen whatever you're telling, but not. I didn't know the name, so I was confused.
Oh, okay, I see. And we don't want to see it also. We don't want to experience it, right? It's good that it doesn't happen. Yeah. So recently there was a huge disaster, right? And in that country, that is, which was the country's name? I'm not able to remember. Turkey. Yeah, Turkey, earthquake in Turkey. Did you read that in the newspaper or did you watch it on the news channels?
No, sorry, I didn't watch the disaster. My
Hmm.
father you watches news, so I usually play and do my stuff. So I don't watch news, but
Hmm.
sometimes when I get my chance, I just turn on the TV and use watch cartoons. So I don't watch news or read newspapers.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll just tell you in brief what happened. Recently there was an earthquake in Turkey. A lot of people were sleeping. It was like 4 a.m. and suddenly the huge building in which they were staying, it's like a lot of people in their apartments, a lot of apartments collapsed and then they all suffered they lost lives. A lot of people died, and then there were a lot of people who are, I mean, they were waiting for rescue. So the videos were pathetic. When I watched that on news channels, it was, I really felt bad for them. But just wanted to check with you, what do you think we need to do if there's an earthquake?
It depends on which place are you on. Like if you are in a park, you should most probably go to a like a open area far
Hmm.
from the buildings and
Hmm.
wait there so till the earthquake goes. And if you are in a house, you should most probably search for a table and go under it. Or if you are in an apartment, then you should most probably take the stairs to get out instead of taking
Hmm.
the elevator. So there are some major things like going under the table, staying calm, and
Hmm.
not to panic, going from the stairs, not from the elevator, staying in an open place, and not to hurry, or
Hmm.
try to escape. Like if you are in a like situation where there is an earthquake, don't go out much. And like if even the building falls, you are under a table, so you
Hmm.
would be saved, and wait until the rescue team comes to rescue you. So these are some precautions from my side.
Very good, Darsh. You have a lot of knowledge, so that's brilliant. So yeah, you're a young child, but you know a lot, so your knowledge is amazing. Very good. So that's really good. And yeah, we can also, like, if you're at our house, even then we can run out to the open area. Even that's possible.
Yes,
If
if
there is
you
no good.
like if you don't have an apartment, you have your single house, you should most probably run outside to a open place instead of staying inside the house, because that will be more dangerous.
Correct. Yes. So that's nice. At your place, you're in Maharashtra, right? So there's no risk as such. But people in Delhi experience earthquakes quite frequently. And I'm close to Delhi, Rajasthan. Here also we feel some tremors. So I get alert. You know who alerts me? Do you know? Guess.
Who alerts you? Maybe
Hmm.
the news TV channels or the ground
No.
shaking.
Actually, it's the birds. They alert me. You know how
Oh
all the
yes.
peacocks and all the birds, they all cry together. So when they cry together, it was recently. It was in the night time, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. It happened, okay, and all the birds were crying in the night. So then I wondered, why are they crying? Then I got to know next day that at that point of time there was an earthquake. So that's why they were crying. So another day, the same thing happened during the night, and all the birds were crying. So I got to know that, okay, this is an alert for the earthquake. And when I checked the news next day, I got to know that there was an earthquake. So that's how I get to know. They have
So
the
the
sixth,
birds.
yeah, the birds. The birds have the sixth sense. So they get to know everything before it happens. Even they say, some people say the dogs, cows, all these animals know, but I haven't heard cows and dogs giving any warning signals, but I've always heard the birds giving signals.
Like the birds, do they cry? So that means they fly away, or they just sit in a place and they just like
I,
just shout like ship ship ship.
I couldn't see them because it was night, right? So I can only hear them. So when I heard them, they all were making loud noises. Usually at night, these birds don't make noise. But that night, they were making a lot of
Mm.
noise. Not only one bird, but all the birds together, different kinds of birds together. Because I live in a small town in Rajasthan. Plenty of birds around me, plenty of
Excuse me.
trees around.
Yes.
Yeah, so because there are plenty of birds here, I get to know through birds. But I have a pet dog, but the dog doesn't give me any hint. He's always sleeping peacefully. Do you have any pet?
No, actually, I was yawning. So.
Hmm. Oh no, I was just simply asking, do you have any pet?
No, no.
Hmm. That's good.
I had pet. Like I had two pets, a cat and a dog. Both died.
Oh, that's sad. Even I had cats, but they passed away. But I have one dog now.
I thought that the cat was like she was fully grown, and she was about like 1 year old, and 1 to 2 years old, and like she was not coming home from 5 days, not eating anything, and when the fifth day our maid was going through a road, and she saw that Daisy was lying beside a
Oh,
bush. So
that's so sad. Hmm.
her name was Daisy. So
Hmm.
and
So
that
probably.
then the maid came to our house, and we were in the school, we didn't knew about that, and
Hmm.
our mother heard it, and she went over there. She saw that Daisy was just dead and was not good. So what
Hmm.
we did was like she took us to the cat, our pet, and I think, and we checked it, because we checked that if she was alive we could take her to the vet. We checked, but she was not alive and she was dead. So what
Hmm. That's
could I
very
tell?
sad. Very sad. But then God would have given her a new life, so don't worry about it. It happens. So Darsh,
And
we're coming.
after a day, the keepers, the who are like somebody must have reported that a dead body was lying over here. Then the keeper came and then took her away.
Very sad. But I'm sorry,
That
Darsh, to
was
cut you
it.
off.
And my dog was like given to somebody, and there it ate a, no, what to say? I forgot it. Chameleon, yes.
Oh my God. Hmm.
He ate the chameleon, and the spikes like
Hmm.
were all the spikes were almost like coming out of her tummy, and she was
Hmm.
dying really painfully. I our uh, the milkman informed us about this, and I was very sad at that time.
So sorry to hear. That's very sad. I wish she wouldn't have gone out. But I'm really sorry to cut you off. There's a time limit, right? So we are going to end the
Yes.
session. So let me quickly give you a feedback, okay? So Darsh, you speak very well. You have a lot of knowledge, very good pace, no pronunciation error. The only one thing that you have to focus is on the article, that is was used instead of an. You said a open area. It's an open area. A apartment is an apartment. And with regards to tense, it's not hearded, it's heard. And another tense error, it's not didn't knew, it's didn't know. Because did is already past, right? So we'll not say double past. We'll not say didn't knew. We'll say didn't know. Okay, didn't know.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. And any other doubts or queries?
No, I was very enjoying to
Hmm.
speak with you, and you are a very good teacher. You should continue clapping, and I will
Thank
meet you
you.
next time.
Sure, sure. It's my pleasure. I'll be waiting for you. And